Good evening, John Chris here, and these are the headlines. Autonomous rail transit to be completed by 2025. Kuching Milano Associations establish first kindergarten. Japan considers offering free vaccine to all citizens. The highly anticipated Autonomous Rail Transit ART system is expected to be in operation by 2025. The ART system will be managed by Sarawak Metro, is now at the planning stage, and will be implemented under the 12 Malaysian Plan.
The network will cover the densely populated Kuching Semarahan area and Kuching 12 Mile area. Sarawak Economic Development Corporation SEDC Chairman Tan Sri Abdul Aziz Hussein said before its full operations, it would take at least 2 years for trial run.
Mula untuk percubaan will be 20, maybe late 23, 24. Kita akan mula coba jalan, but belum ada passenger. Kita akan coba dulu. But commercial operation will be sometime in 2025.
Meanwhile, Chief Minister Dato' Petinggi Abang Johari Tun Openg revealed that the implementation of ART now will be much cheaper with the availability of new technology from Germany and China.
Kuching will be less than 6 billion. 6 billion. Less than 6 billion.
Less.
For Kuching,
Originally it was very expensive. Very mahal. Ada total is about between 8 to 10. So now with the new technology it has reduced. Tapi nya over a period of at least 7 years to do it. 7 years, kalau nya 6 billion, you bagi dengan 7. We about 1 billion a year. See within our affordability.
He said this after the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding MOU between Sarawak Economic Development Corporation SEDC and UDA Holdings Berhad in Kuching.
Sarawak will see a boom in its tourism industry come year end, as most of the flights coming into the state have resumed since September 1.
Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture Dato' Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said during the recovery period of the COVID-19 pandemic, he received overwhelming query from Peninsular Malaysia about the year-end tour packages at high discount rate. He pointed out that his ministry will introduce new packages with certain discounted rate to cater for non-Sarawakian.
Jadi 1 hari bulan September, we have opened up the flight back to normal. Jadi apabila back to normal, saya percaya ramai pengunjung-pengunjung daripada Semenanjung, baiknya foreigner yang bekerja di Kuala Lumpur, mereka nak pergi keluar tempat lain pun mereka tidak berani. Jadi mereka mau berkunjung ke tempat-tempat peranginan dalam negeri. Sebab itulah kita berharap mereka dapat datang dengan diskaun yang kita beri. InsyaAllah we will be seeing good things from now, daripada sekarang sehingga ujung tahun.
He added, currently the holiday venues and tourist attractions in the state are offering discounted rates of up to 50% for Sarawakians only. With increasing demands for travelling packages ever since, the SOPs have been loosened to allow Sarawakians to travel within the state.
Entrepreneurs in rural areas are encouraged to register their businesses with the Jom Register Business in order to obtain assistance provided by the state and federal government. The program aims at promoting the assistance packages, especially to small and medium enterprises players.
Deputy Chief Minister Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan says it will be an inconvenient process for government agencies to identify unregistered traders prior to the channeling of assistance.
Mana untuk kita nak menyalurkan. Jadi saya menasihatkanlah supaya mereka ini yang formal dan yang tidak formal ini, yang berniaga di tamu-tamu, setidak-tidaknya mereka mendapatkan permit sementara, license sementara. Jadi mudahlah untuk kita nak bagi bantuan. Kalau ada bantuan-bantuan tertentu dapat kita salurkan.
Besides the establishment of incubator center, and Anjung usahawan have been able to resolve the entrepreneurs' issues of not having a business premises to register their address.
Maka dengan itu kita telah pun berusaha untuk mewujudkan lagi pusat incubator. ACDC pun sudah ada melaksanakan di beberapa tempat, dan kita juga telah pun berbincang supaya anjung-anjung usahawan yang kita buat di beberapa tempat ianya akan dapat dijadikan sebagai pusat untuk mereka register, menjadikan ianya sebagai alamat untuk perniagaan mereka.
Meanwhile, Deputy Minister of Rural Development II, Datuk Henry Sum Agong, cum Lawas Member of Parliament, disclosed that the issue of not having license and permit were often raised by local entrepreneurs.
Hal ini sedikit sebanyak telah menyukarkan usahawan dan PKS untuk memaju dan mengembangkan perniagaan mereka. Di antara sebab yang dikenal pasti ialah kurangnya tahap kesedaran usahawan dalam kepentingan untuk mendapatkan lesen atau permit perniagaan. Selain itu, usahawan juga didapati tidak mengetahui prosedur permohonan lesen atau permit perniagaan, terutamanya bagi usahawan di luar bandar.
The Kuching Melanau Association is now the only Melanau association in Sarawak to have its own kindergarten. Baji Jaya Community Nurseries in Kampong Baru, Seberang Sarike provides care for services for children aged 4 years old, including toddlers. According to the Melanau Sarike Association Exco, Muhammad Yasar Rafai, the kindergarten emphasized on the pedagogy learning model based on the multiracial unity.
The model of learning is essential for children to ensure their understanding in the plural community ways of life.
Persatuan Melanau kita tubuhkan pada tahun 2007. Jadi matlamatnya ialah untuk memperkasakan sosial budaya, ekonomi masyarakat Melanau di kawasan Sirike. Dan atas inisiatif itu kita juga ingin bekerjasama dengan kaum-kaum lain, dan sebab itulah taska ini ditubuhkan untuk kita mengintegrasikan perpaduan kita dengan kaum lain di Sarawak, khususnya di Sirike.
According to Muhammad Yasar, the kindergarten has 3 professional and trained teachers, especially in the field of early childhood education. Besides, the kindergarten also conducted activities involving guardians in strengthening parents-children relationship and improve parenting skills.
Dan antara lain yang kami sediakan ialah satu, penjagaan fizikal perkembangan kanak-kanak, kedua, penyediaan makanan yang seimbang. Selain itu juga kita sangat penting dan utamakan penglibatan ibu bapa. Sebab itu, selain itu, taska kita mempunyai aktiviti sepanjang tahun melibatkan ibu bapa untuk berinteraksi dengan warga lain dan kanak-kanak dan dengan pengasuh yang ada di sini.
The operating hours for Baji Jaya Community Nursery are 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. The nursery now cares for a total of 14 children from the surrounding area. It also provides facilities and care for children in a safe, cheerful and comfortable environment based on the COVID-19 standard operating procedures. Meanwhile, the initiative implemented by the Melanau Sarike Association has been described as a wise step by the parents. Not only it makes it easier for them, but it also serves as an example for volunteer organisations in Sarawak.
Kami ingat sebabnya kosnya rendah dan memudahkan kami bekerja lah. Dan perlulah banyak diwujudkan taska tu lah dekat Serikeh tu, memudahkan kami orang bekerja. Masa kami baru menghantar anak kami dalam masa 3 bulan ke taska tu, kebaikannya nya pandai bergaul, nya si takut dengan orang gila. Sebelum tu nya nang takut nang si mau bergaul dengan orang gila lah. Itu manfaat yang kami perolehi lah sepanjang 3 bulan tu. Kami harap taska macam tu boleh diwujudkan di setiap bandar-bandar untuk memudahkan ibu bapa yang bekerja. Terima kasih.
Ministry of Health is reviewing the Act 342, Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases 1988, before increasing the fine for compoundable offences under the Act from the current 1,000 ringgit to 10,000 ringgit. Its Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah says review of Act 342 is timely, and the ministry will present and discuss with the Attorney General's chamber in the near future.
Akta ni telah didraftkan pada tahun 1988. Dah 32 tahun kita tak mengkaji ataupun melihat kepada penambahbaikan akta tersebut. Jadi sekarang inilah masa yang kita lihat penambahbaikan. Kita akan beri cadangan kepada dan juga berbincang dengan AG dan juga lihat kepada kadar yang sepatutnya.
Previously, Dr. Noor Hisham said the revised figure of 10,000 ringgit has been submitted to Parliament and would take some time to be passed. According to him, the 1,000 ringgit was a reasonable figure back when the Act was first drafted in 1988.
Former Information, Communications and Culture Minister Tan Sri Dr. Rajis was today appointed as the new president of Dewan Negara, the upper house of Parliament. The Negeri Sembilan Parti Brumi Bersatu Malaysia chairman replaces Tan Sri S.A. Vignaswaran, whose tenure ended on June 22nd.
Yang berhormat Senator Tan Sri Datuk Sri Utama Dr. Rais Yatim mendapat 45 undi. Hal yang berhormat, maka menurut peraturan mesyuarat 2/3, saya dengan ini memasyhurkan bahawa yang berhormat Senator Tan Sri Datuk Sri Utama Dr. Rais Yatim dipilih menjadi Tuan Yang di-Pertua Dewan Negara.
78-year-old Rajis was elected the 18th Dewan Negara President through a secret ballot. He was among the 3 candidates proposed for the post, namely Senator Muhammad Yusmadi Muhammad Yusof and Senator Theodore Douglas Lind. Rajis garnered 45 votes against Yusmadi, who obtained 19 votes out of 64. Theodore withdrew from voting at the last minute.
8 DAP members were fired immediately after announcing their leaving from the party. According to DAP Disciplinary Committee Chairman Chong Jian Chen, that 8 members had previously been given a show cause letter but failed to submit a reason for their actions.
The 8 members were known as Dan Adriel Daniel Velo, Angeline Philip Joe Philip, P. Murugia, Joseph Henry Coville Pillai John, Amir Abdullah, R. Marimutu, S. Tevanai, and William John Johin Bin. All were present at the Buntung State Assemblyman A. Siva Subramaniam's press conference before announcing to join Gerakan on June 26.
And now on to COVID-19 news. It's been 3 days since the last new positive case was reported in Sarawak, maintaining the total at 699.
The State Disaster Management Committee, SDMC, in a statement said there were 5 new persons under investigation POI cases reported, with none awaiting lab testing. 17 cases are still being treated at hospital isolation wards, 11 in Bintulu Hospital, 5 in Sarawak General Hospital, and 1 in Mary Hospital. The Alam cluster is the only remaining cluster with a total of 8 cases. The death toll remains at 19.
Comrade Doik, the Khmer Rouge commander who oversaw the mass murder of 14,000 Cambodians at the notorious Tuol Sleng prison, is dead. According to Khmer Rouge tribunal spokesman Nath Piektra, 77-year-old Comrade Doik, or Khai Guek Youv, died on Wednesday at the Khmer Soviet Friendship Hospital in Phnom Penh. Nath gave no details on the cause of death.
Doik had been ill in recent years and had serious respiratory problems towards the end of his life. He was admitted for treatment again this week before his death. Responsible for at least 1.7 million deaths in the killing fields of Cambodia from 1975 to 1979, Doik was the first member of the Khmer Rouge leadership to face trial. A UN tribunal in 2010 found him guilty of mass murder, torture and crimes against humanity at the Tuol Sleng prison. 2 years later, he was given a life sentence after his appeal that he was just a junior following orders was rejected. Doik, a born-again Christian during his trial, expressed regret for his crimes.
The Japanese government is considering offering COVID-19 vaccination free for all citizens. The government has said it aims to secure enough COVID-19 vaccines for every citizen by middle of next year. Under a plan that is currently being discussed, the government is considering prioritizing medical workers, elderly, and people who have underlying illnesses. That's all the news for today. I'm John Chris. Till we meet again.